There's one thing you need to know about Scorpio. They don't hate like everybody else. They don't blow up, shout, or make a scene. When a Scorpio hates you, you'll barely hear it. You'll feel it. It's silent, cold, permanent. They don't hate because you annoyed them. They hate because you broke something sacred inside them. And when that switch flips, there's no going back. So today we're going to break down the 5 things every Scorpio hates. Not because Scorpios are cruel, but because these signs violate the unwritten rules Scorpio lives by: loyalty, honesty, privacy, depth, and trust. And by the end, you'll know if you've triggered a Scorpio without even realizing it. By watching this video, you'll learn the exact 5 signs that push Scorpio past the point of no return. Why Scorpio's hatred feels so final, so permanent. And the common mistakes people make that make Scorpio vanish without warning. So, let's dive into the shadows of the Zodiac. If you want to trigger Scorpio, pretend. Pretend to be happy when you're not. Pretend to like them when you don't. Pretend you're loyal when you're secretly not. Scorpio has one of the sharpest radars in the Zodiac. They can spot lies not by what you say, but by what you don't say. A fake smile, a shaky tone, a story that doesn't add up. Scorpio doesn't just notice. It cuts them on a soul level. Because Scorpio doesn't play the surface game. They crave depth. If you're fake, they won't fight you. They'll just stop trusting you. And when Scorpio stops trusting, they hate you not out of anger, but out of disgust. To them, fakeness is spiritual treason. They'd rather you scream the ugly truth in their face than smile while hiding a knife behind your back. Scorpio is loyal to the bone. When they love you, they'd burn the world for you. But that means betrayal cuts deeper than with any other sign. Lie to them. Cheat on them. Talk behind their back. Even a small disloyalty feels like you ripped their soul apart. And here's the thing, Scorpio doesn't forgive betrayal easily. They may act calm. They may even say it's fine. But inside, they're building a wall you'll never climb over again. Because to Scorpio, loyalty isn't negotiable. It's sacred. Once you break it, they don't just dislike you, they hate you with silence that lasts a lifetime. Scorpio's memory doesn't fade. Every betrayal stays sharp, like a scar they can't erase. If there's one thing Scorpio hates more than betrayal, it's shallowness. People who only care about appearances. People who avoid deep conversations. People who laugh everything off and never face their real feelings. Scorpio lives in the depths. They want to know your fears, your desires, your secrets. They don't just want to hear your words, they want to feel your soul. So when they meet someone who only lives on the surface, Scorpio loses interest fast. Worse, they feel insulted. Because to Scorpio, shallowness isn't harmless. It's avoidance. It's running away from the truth. And if there's one thing Scorpio can't respect, it's someone who hides from themselves. Scorpio is private. They guard their secrets like treasures. Not because they're hiding something bad, but because they see vulnerability as sacred. So if you pry into their personal life, gossip about their secrets, or share something they trusted you with, congratulations, you've just earned Scorpio's hate. And unlike other signs, they won't argue about it. They'll just erase you. Because for Scorpio, privacy equals safety. If you violate that, you're not just disrespectful. You're dangerous. And Scorpio doesn't keep dangerous people around. Scorpio hates manipulation, which is ironic because people accuse them of being manipulative. But here's the truth. Scorpio doesn't hate control. They hate fake control. If you try to outsmart them, trick them, or use them, they'll see right through it. And once they do, you won't just lose the game. You'll lose Scorpio entirely. Because they don't play with people who play with them. Scorpio respects strength. They respect honesty. They respect power used with integrity. But power games? That's the fastest way to turn Scorpio's love into hate. Now, let's talk about the mistakes people make that feed directly into Scorpio's hatred. Mistake number 1. Thinking Scorpio will get over it. Wrong. Scorpio remembers everything. They don't just get over betrayal or disrespect, they store it forever. Mistake number 2. Mistaking silence for weakness. When Scorpio goes quiet, it's not because they lost. It's because they're done. Silence is their version of a death sentence. Mistake number 3. Playing mind games. Scorpio has a built-in lie detector. If you're trying to manipulate them, you're already exposed. Mistake number 4. Pushing them to open up before they're ready. Scorpio opens up slowly, carefully, and only when they trust you. If you force it, they shut down. Mistake number 5. Confusing passion for obsession. Scorpio's intensity isn't something to mock. If you treat it like a flaw, they'll hate you for dismissing what makes them powerful. So let me ask you something. Have you ever felt a Scorpio pull away from you? Have you ever seen them go silent, cold, distant, without explanation? Now you know why. It wasn't random. It wasn't small. You probably hit one of these 5 triggers. You were fake. You broke their loyalty. You stayed shallow. You disrespected their privacy. Or you played a power game you couldn't win. And Scorpio doesn't hate like others. They don't scream. They don't block. They don't beg. They disappear. That's their final verdict. If this video gave you clarity, subscribe right now. Because here, we don't just talk Zodiac. We reveal the truth beneath it. Drop a comment below. Which of these 5 signs do you think you triggered in a Scorpio? And if you're a Scorpio, let us know. Which of these do you hate the most? Because the more you share, the more people realize Scorpio doesn't hate without reason. And once they hate you, it's already too late.